Hey, what is up, everybody? I am back. Just got off the stream with Big Draft Energy here. Thanks for popping over. We got Pepper Tony. I'm going to finish this draft up. Then I'm going to do the one with uh my drafters ticket draft, and then after the drafters ticket draft, people will probably be in here. Then we will listen to the songs. Let me know if this music volume is high, if it's low, where it's at. I set it a little louder than usual. Um, Not much, but I don't want to blow people's ears out whenever I play the music, so I will raise it a little whenever I do. So let me know. Yeah. Hey, all good, man. Uh, I mean, it's part of being online. You're gonna say stuff. People's gonna clip it. You're gonna look stupid. It's gonna be hilarious. Yeah. So I don't have any Woody marks. I want to get some Woody marks. I'm hoping. Yeah, I should get this combination there. I'm joining the 330 splash using my ticket in another screen. If you want to join, we have 3 to go. I appreciate it, pal. And what's up, Jamie? We're going to let some people filter in, hopefully, before I play it. That is done. I like that team. We got Stafford to Nakua. Leverage off. I have a whole bunch of Josh Allen, so I want a little leverage there. And this is my first share of Woody Marks. I do like Woody Marks. I want a couple shares, so we're doing this with the bring back, the stack with Nakua, and then Ibuka. Not bad, not bad. All right, so we are in over here. This is my last one. I do 11. You get a free ticket over on Drafters on the 11th draft, or on the 10th draft. You get a free ticket for the 11th. You do $33.30 worth of drafts. You get a free draft. Pretty sweet. I just did my 10th one, obviously, and I went AFK and drafted Josh Allen in the first. But I actually think Josh Allen could be argued to actually go there, so I'm not that upset about it. I'm gonna have like 50% Josh Allen on drafters. I am making a stand on Josh Allen. I'm making a stand against George Kittle. Kind of making a stand against CMC as well. I did get CMC on that team where I autoed the turn, but I'm not like against CMC at pick 5 or 6. I'm just against him at 1, 2, or 3. And I believe 7 of my 11 drafts have been from the 3 spot. So go me. And then after this draft, I will play the clips, the songs. JSN easily here for the number. He's my number 2. Is the view fine here, or do you guys prefer this view? Which view do you prefer? I was playing around with a different setup. Let me know, A or B. I'm assuming B is better at the moment. I haven't streamlined the other one. I was just kind of playing around with it. All right, so Trey McBride, pretty easy pick there. I got Josh Allen at 18 in a draft. I've been trying to push him to the 4th round. I seriously believe that he should go before James Cook. And I think there's a clear top 8 picks, and I think Josh Allen is in there. That's the way I view this slate myself. We'll see if that. We'll see how right or wrong I am here pretty soon. And nobody commented on the level of the music, so I assume that it's fine. I assume it's not too loud. So every once in a while, people will say that the music is too loud or not. I would love to get Nico. Okay, Nico goes. He should have went. Travis Etienne went. I like that pick for them quite a bit. Oh, the music's lower than normal. Really? I turned my headset up. I don't know how much I turned it up. Is that where it normally is? Let me know. Should be any time now. It should change. So because I didn't get Puka and I opted to take McBride over Adams, I will take the leverage off of both of them and take Kyren Williams here. Josh Allen doesn't make it back to me. I have so much Allen, I didn't need to take him there. But in all honesty, I do prefer him there to the rest. I'm hoping it's a McConkey week. If it's a McConkey week, I will be good. If it's not a McConkey week, we're gonna have to get somewhere. It's good now. Okay. So, like as background music, correct? Because whenever I play the song, I will raise it to a little above background music. We got and I don't know how long I will be live tonight. I'm trying to get a little draft in or a little stream in every night now to do to help with the algo. That's kind of what I've been trying to do lately. It's just I noticed that whenever I stopped streaming I was only doing it 3 times a week, that the algorithm wasn't picking me up as often. So I'm gonna start streaming like at least 4 times a week now. I am into Vidal, but I don't really want him on McConkey teams. Okay, good. That's where I want to live generally, right? So we got Kyren, we have Judkins, we have JSN, McConkey, and McBride. Jefferson did go. That's fine. I'm not that worried about it. I'm gonna pull up Jacoby Brissett. That's who I want. I want a lot of. Oh, it does, doesn't it? Like I said, I played with some I played with some options. Let me remove that. I'll just sit sideways, I guess, for now. So I know what RB or what wide receiver I want to end with. We'll go ahead and take Jaylen Warren, and we're going to actually take Jordan Addison as our last pick. He'll be very low, very, very low owned. Okay, there we go. We're good. Yeah, I'll have to remember to remove that. So whenever I go to this view, it looks fine. But whenever I'm in this view, it does not look fine. All right. As soon as we take that, I will venture over. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Thank you. We could totally do that if it would allow me to, but if I click the logo button, it only puts it in that spot. I haven't played around, or I don't know how to move the logo to any spot. You can only put it in the right or the left. Maybe I'll just have to like position myself to fit the screen. Maybe that's what we'll have to do. All right, so this team, Jacoby Brissett to McBride. We got the bring back of Addison, Kyron Williams, Quinshon Judkins, Jaylen Warren as my running backs, JSN, Ladd. I like the team. We got Trey McBride there. I really like this team. Feels good. Feels good. But anyway, let me know if this is like a closer to listening music level right here. And so the poll now, nobody voted Tet. More than half voted Jefferson. We are done. We're going to say, so which song do you like more? Will be the poll. And song 1 will be, what was it named? D-Gen, I think. Yeah, D-Gen. And song 2 was Stone Age. And you will understand when we get there. Hey, what's up, Hartman? All right, these are the songs that Jamie made. Let me know if I need to turn it up or not.
In the core, rookie drafts on fire, streaming more and more. YouTube channel pumping, DJ energy unbound. Collab with Tyler, best ball Jeopardy renowned. Tournaments clashing fierce.
Is that better?
Fight. Best ball Dagens unite, dominating the night. Blazing through the streets. Best ball dynasty Judd, shattering all doubts, checking all the chaos in the madness. Gut calls, plotting routes, fantasy fury in the queue. Unleashing the scouts, we're grinding through the chaos. High stakes in the vein, no holds barred action, claiming every game. Who hangs underscore FF on X, where the rebels converge. Best ball drafts imploding, craving that surge. Raw and relentless, early round set the trap. Dynasty builds rising, turning plans into the map. Team breakdowns, brutal field of drafts. Wild spin, teaching strategies lethal, rearranging to win. Flex pop frenzy crushing, dominating the board. Nightmare narrative sealing, locking in the hold. Rookie picks pounding, no quitting the grind. Clashing down opponents, leaving them behind. Tournaments devouring, elite in the chase. Squads exploding forward, accelerating the pace. Matchup small and ruthless, rad full engaged. Lineups breaking down stacks, fully enraged. College in the lineup, evolving to dominate. Who slams the strategy, all in the feet. Blazing through the streets, best ball dynasty to Judd, shattering all doubts, checking all the chaos in the madness. Gut calls, plotting routes, fantasy fury in the queue, unleashing the scouts. We're grinding through the chaos, high stakes in the vein, no holds barred action, claiming every game. Grinding best ball drafts endless, no breaking the flow, feels hitting like thunder, fueling the glow. From late season streams, he's dropping the truth, talking ball and drafting winning. Fantasy football teams with blue hames, old school stacks charging, derailing with plays. Who aims commanded the rush, forever in place. Was answering the calls, seizing all the wins, plays and plays goals. Legion fire spins, fantasy tournament lingers. Best ball without an eternal in who aims domain, where legends ascend. Picks howling fierce, chaos fully in command. Fury fuels the fire, drafting across the land. Who aims, the season never close. King of the goddamn queue. Grind forever, stacks unbreakable. Best ball degenerates, we never leave the grind.
All right, so that's the first one. I really, I love it. I actually prefer the second one. Uh, give you guys a second, and just wanted to talk about that for a minute. I really like it. I like the pacing of the song. Uh, it's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And then the second one he made, it's named Stone Age. It is number two. Here we go.
Come out and draft. Down in the pit, Hoons rages through the game. Drafting with infernal flames, shattering the frame. Best ball legends unite, we're tearing down the chains. From underdog to draft kings, screaming out their names. Stacking Arby's primal, old school blood and veins. Avoiding hero illusions, crushing all the fakes. Live streams erupting chaos, weekly previews in the blaze. Matchup breakdowns, vicious, no burning in the flames. Home, Hames, Hames, echoing through the screams. Best ball dynasty, degen, igniting hellish dreams. Back checks in the fury, gut feels, twisting schemes. Stone Age madness in the draft, prehistoric screams. Yabba dabba doo. We're grinding through the torment, high volume, no management. Lock it down in cement. Affluence underscore FF on next with the underdogs proclaim. Caveman stacks imploding, craving that savage fame, raw and unforgiving. Early picks carve the grave, primitive builds awaken, turning rage into the wave. Team review so brutal, through the drafts, insane exchange, degen strategies, laser sharp, rearranging the flames. Flames of fury in the flex, crushing the slate, Neanderthal nightmare, sealing your twisted fate. Savage picks, pounding skulls, no mercy in the crate, clubbing down the rivals, making them disintegrate. Dino draft devouring extinct, but elite rage, bedrock builds explode and unleash in the cage. Mammoth matchups, Maul and Wally, Wrath and Tame, Jurassic James, Jackerin stacking in the flames. Stone Age, carnage evolving into hate. Woo Ames hammers the anvil, locking down the gate. Woo Hames, Hames, echoing through the screams. Best ball dynasty, degen, igniting hellish dreams. Back checks in the fury, gut feels, twisting schemes. Stone Age madness in the draft, prehistoric screams. Yabba dabba doo. Hey, hey, we're grinding through the torment. High volume, no management. Hey, hey, taming souls in descent. Grinding drafts through the abyss, no rest in our veins. Feel striking like lightning, flooding endless pains. From late season voids, he's dropping all the flames. Best ball, legions unite, shattering the chains. Old school RB stacking fury, derailing trendy trains. Who is commanding the storm, etched in our brains? Who hates thunder in the names, claiming all the kills. Flames, games, games, degen, wrath of fuse. Stone Age torment remains. Best ball eternal, in remains infernal domain. Pterodactyl picks, screaming, Cayman chaos reigns. Fossil fury fuels the fire, drafted through the veins. Bang! Ooh, Hams. Ooh, Hams. The draft never ends. It never fucking ends. Cayman King! Got that Yabba dabba. Grind eternal, stacks extinct. Best ball degenerates, we never leave the pits. Muscle, fury, deadly gangs rage. Stone Age reigns, who harmies forever. See you in the next draft, motherfucker.
All right, there they are. But I like both of them. I like both of them quite a bit. I prefer the second one. We'll see what everybody it seems like most people prefer the first one so far. If you're watching this afterwards and you're wondering what was going on, Jamie made some songs. I'm gonna eventually work some of those in and clip those and use them for like intros, stuff like that. We're gonna, but after, like, if you're watching this afterwards, like, leave in the comment which one you like. If you liked song 1 or song 2 better. Just curious. We will get back to actual drafting though, and we're gonna come on over here. By the way, the N-Gage 8 is awesome. It's back. It's the one I had my success in. I will definitely be maxing it in the morning. I have 3 more hurry ups to do. By the way, Hartman, I don't know if you replied on X yet, but I said that if you're in a spot that you can swing by, like jump in, you're allowed to jump in. The same with yeah. If you would like to, that would be fine. If not, I'm going to do 3 of these at minimum and then log out. I just need to do a couple of them. I wanted to make sure the algorithm's there. If anybody jumps in with me, I will probably chill for a while and just talk some ball. Yeah, I don't understand how CMC is still the 101 or the 102. He rarely goes in the top 3 anymore. He's pretty much anchored to the beginning based on the first couple days. So yeah, they're both awesome for sure. I think that like the second one has better individual parts in my, like, whenever I clip the stuff, I think the stuff that I want to clip and use, a lot of that comes from the second one, and the first one and the first one was like, it's just awesome all the way from start to finish, and the pacing's the same the whole way. Coolers, getting in bar fights. Yeah, that's the kind of music I vibe to. Generally, I like rock. I much prefer rock to most other things. But we're here now, and we're gonna do my last 3 hurry ups. We might jump into the N-Gage 8. We might do a couple. We might do the Deposit Kingdom. I've just finished all of my drafters. I will do all of my lineups in the morning. Like, see, this is where I want CMC. I want CMC at this pick. This is what I want. And I don't have a ton of Bijan. Like, I prefer Allen and McBride, but this is going to be a little lower owned. It's not going to be unique, but it will be lower owned, right? So I'm going to take this combination. I'm like around the field, like the field 16.7. I think I got 17% Bijan, but I've got, like, out of 48 drafts, I think I had 3 shares of CMC. So I do like that. Yeah, I definitely heard the Disturbed in it, right? Like, it had a lot of pacing, but by Disturbed, and I could see a little bit of the Korn in it. And those were the bands that I mentioned. So I figured, like, the Disturbed part, definitely, like, noticeable within that. But yeah, I appreciate it. Like, I think they're awesome. I don't know anything about clipping music and cutting it, but, like, I'm sure it's not that hard. All I need to do is get a media player and then clip the little 10-second clips or whatever. Like, there was a certain part, I can't remember it exactly, but I'm definitely, like, I've been wanting to for a while make like a 10 to 15 second clip for whenever I enter a draft. I'll clip it, and then when it hits 0 on my side, I'll enter the draft. So that way people join the draft on the timing. Because it's usually like 8.5 seconds. If they jump in, they'll get into the draft because the stream delay is usually about 8 seconds. So if I want to make a countdown video and those songs will have a clip, like there's definitely like some 15 to 18 second things that I could put in there to prep for the next draft. And then it'll give people time to go to the screen, set up, and all that as well. If I give it the little bit of extra time. So I don't like I have a lot of Kyron already. I can't take him. I don't have like any Justin Jefferson. I don't want him on this team though, because I've already got a bunch. Yeah, we just do Lad Herbert here. Make a little game stack. If yeah, that's what we want to do. I had a lot of fun listening to him. I hope the community actually liked him. Nobody complained. Some people left and then came back. It might have just been people like listening on their phone and their phone shutting off. I know sometimes that shows up as somebody left, but they didn't actually leave. They're listening still. And is the background music back to background music level? Because I turned it up on my end, I can't really tell because I like those enough that I wanted to hear them like in full. But yeah, like I'm definitely going to make some draft starting videos and stuff. It's definitely not like they're not good for background music, but they're definitely good for. I will definitely find like a 30-second clip out of that to use for the intro. I will definitely find like another 15 to 20-second clip to use for anytime I join a draft. And yeah, and they will always be on the channel. And I'll probably randomly play them. Like if I gotta go, if for some reason I have to leave for a few seconds, like have to go run to the bathroom or something, it'll be a good filler. I know like PFF and a lot of places, like their intro videos are like a full minute long. I might try something like that, like do like a full 1 minute intro video. Just cut up some clips, throw one of those songs over it, and song one, like I think song one is the best for that for sure. I liked song two a little better because it's like I like the ridiculousness of the Yabba Dabba Doo. Not everybody can appreciate something that stupid, but I absolutely can. I love it. I mean, I don't have any Jefferson, but I don't really know if I want to throw Jefferson on. I don't want to throw, like, because I don't have very much Jefferson, I don't want to also throw that on my CMC team. If I'm wrong on both of them, I'm just not going to win any money anyway. So I think we just full sell that and we take Tyler Warren in the last round, right? Yeah, we just take Tyler Warren in the last round. We got Justin Herbert to Lad, CMC, Bijan, Metcalf, Tyler Warren. That makes sense as well. I've not looked at the data on it. I know Davis Maddock put out an intro video the other day on an actual. So I think for a lot, like, I'm gonna guess that for live streams, that number is different. Like there's probably a difference in that between a live stream and a video. Are you talking about? Did you see that stat for live stream? because I'm going to guess the people that are tuning into the live streams as they enter don't like, as long as it has a countdown on it and they know it's coming, they'll just go do something for a minute or two if they don't want to wait. But we're joining a hurry up right now, and that people watching videos would just click off because they're impatient looking for another video. But maybe I'm just stereotyping that. I don't know. There's definitely a lot about the YouTube algorithm and like the habits that people have that I'm not aware of, right? And any kind of information like that is useful. So I will definitely remember that. What's up, Gunnar Ross? Not sure if you're here. If you are, welcome. But yeah, it looks like song 1 dominated. Yeah, right. Yeah, and if it, yeah, and that's a good point. Like with a new viewer. Okay, that might be for live streams. That's what they said. Other videos, you can just fast forward. True. Yeah, you can. Then what was it? About 20. Well, I'll go back and timestamp this properly. I didn't do it correctly. But yeah, like let me know. Like if you find out for sure, let me know. I mean, I've seen videos with like 2-minute waits. That it is annoying, right? Like having to wait for 2 full minutes. Because that's what the Davis Maddock like recorded video was. Like it was a live recorded video release. He had a full 2-minute like song, and it was just like wavy images behind it for like 2 minutes. And I could see how somebody who didn't know, like it didn't like his content, like just clicking directly off. And because it was a live video release, it had a live chat with it. And the whole chat was like, yeah, we don't like this. The entire chat. Yeah, we don't like it. We do not like this. So, but yeah. How much snow? 10 inches in the city? Oh, in Cleveland already? Like it was snowing here, and it's not even that like cold here. Like it's not like super windy and all that too. Okay, yeah. No, we just have a little bit. Like it's snowed on and off. Like you live in Chicago, right, Pepper Tony? I got like 10 inches today. Says Pepper Tony. Yeah, we just got some flurries and then a bunch of freezing rain. Like I was gonna go out, and if it was snowing, I would have grilled today. But it was freezing rain, and I ain't going out and grilling in freezing rain. No, absolutely not. Freezing rain is the worst. Yeah, so, but I live over 4.5 hours. Like, I basically live like 4.5 hours south of the furthest part of Chicago. Like, inner city Chicago, I'm like 5 to 5.5 hours from. Like the actual like Wrigley and stuff like that. So it is a track, so there's quite a bit of distance. I live south of I-70 if you want to find it on a map. Like I live around around not in but around Effingham, Illinois. No. Look at Pepper Tony in here. he got like 10 inches today. He's talking about getting dumped on. Like, I don't think he's having a good day. Or he's having a really good day. I don't know. I don't judge. What do I want here? So, I'm going to go ahead and pull up Woody Marks. Actually, not on this team. We'll go with Judkins. We're going to take Judkins here. No, I'm not. I can't root for anything in Chicago. Really? I hate the Bears that they're trying to leave the city. I root mostly against Chicago teams because I was growing up during the Jordan era. And every single person in this entire state incessantly talked about Michael Jordan. And I'm not saying that like he wasn't great. But I'm saying when all you hear is constantly people talking about how great somebody is, to me, that gets borderline annoying. So we're gonna actually go with Juwan here on this team. So like I got annoyed with it. It's a me problem. It's not a Chicago problem. It's a me problem. I know that. I'm aware of that. I'm okay with that. We're going to go with some CJ Stroud here. And the team will be Achane with Juwan Johnson bring back, a Nico Collins, CJ Stroud, and then we got Judkins and Davante Adams. That's what we got. Time for the last hurry up. We're entering right now. And it's full. So this is the last one. We can all agree. Well, we can agree that they were ran very, very, very poorly for a while, right? Like, I know that most of the Bears fans I know talk about, like, now all they do is talk about how bad the franchises ran. Or they did last year. So something about the owners being stingy and all that. I don't get into all, like, I basically try to avoid all talk with people that live close to teams that they're talking about. That's a fan of it. Like if you live around the Saints, but you're a Lions fan, like, I'm going to respect your opinion on the Saints. If you live in New Orleans and you're a Saints fan, I'm probably not going to respect your opinion on the Saints as much. Not saying that there's not people that know way more than me that are like that, but in general, those people are going to be just glossy-eyed, super fan, right? So I generally don't listen to people that live from the city they root for whenever they're talking about that team. And I will listen to them when they talk about other teams that aren't their rivals. I'm probably going to lose followers with that take, but yeah. Those are the kind of people that take 40% Zay Flowers. Don't listen to them. Those people live in Chicago and root for Ravens, right? I'll take Devon Achane at the 104. Merry Christmas to me. I think you guys want to push Jonathan Taylor around this corner, don't you? Oh, man. I actually want some. I would love to get Trey McBride. I'm a little underweight Trey McBride from what I would like to be. I need to start forcing him in these last few drafts. I'm only going to do a few more. Definitely want to do some Deposit Kingdom ones, and I definitely want to do. I think there's just a top 8. I think at Josh Allen it ends. Man, we just did add like Adams plus Nico, so we're gonna take Nico and do something a little different. Bears were like your highest owned team in the division. I'm a fraud Lions fan. Yeah, but you don't live in Detroit, right? It's like Best Ball on Call. Best Ball on Call lives around Detroit, but he doesn't root for Detroit. So I'll listen to him on Detroit. Hartman lives out in California, I believe, and he's a Lions fan. I'm going to listen to him on the Lions. Like, if you're a fan of a team that is many, many miles away, generally you're more level-headed from my experience of talking with people. So close to 49ers, basically. My best friend lived out in Santa Monica for years. He worked for, what was the name of the company? Siemens. Yeah, Siemens Industry is what. Yeah, he worked for Siemens Industry at the time. So, and he actually lived like 3 blocks from where they built the stadium, the new stadium. And he was there when they were building it, and their property tax went like way, 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 way up. Yeah, he was a nuclear engineer, so he did all that stuff. Yeah, I think this is fine. We pull. Yeah, we'll do this. Yeah, he actually worked at I believe it was Stanford University. Like he did some stuff there as well. Like for Siemens. Obviously I don't know details on it. Like I'm not a nuclear engineer. He's talked to me about the way the nuclear engineering stuff works. I can usually follow about 3/4 of the way through. I can follow for a while and then I get lost. It's like, yeah, you lost me. You lost me. Sorry. We're going to take Marv here. I think for sure either Marvin Harrison, McBride, or Michael Wilson's going to get there. Marv's going to be a little lower owned in this contest because his ADP is 35.2, but he also was like 0% drafted until yesterday. And he finally got the probable tag. So he's been drafted a lot more. And I've already got more Michael Wilson than I actually want. Like, I didn't realize I had like 8 to 12% Michael Wilson. So I would like to leverage off that a little bit, especially when I have a team that's like a little closer to ADP. I would like to get something a little more unique. It also opens me up to potentially get Jacoby Brissett, who I really, really like on this slate. Kamani gets taken a reasonable amount. Yeah, like after Wadalagbuka, it's gross. And like one of the things is like you don't want to be like massively overweight Waddle Igbuka either. Like you don't want like 30% of them, because like how much more is Igbuka going to project for than DK Metcalf, right? Like 1.5, 2 points. There's a reasonable chance that like what 35, 40% that all these picks that are still available just outscore them. So you don't want to be super overweight. And whenever I got a bunch of the combinations with those players, that's like I started doing stuff like pulling up one of those players all the way here to get different. Just because I'd exerted a bunch of the combinations. If Tyler Warren makes it all the way back, we take him. If he doesn't, I kind of like AJ Barner. I've taken a couple shares of. I think AJ Barner at 35.9 is mega leverage, by the way. I just start scrolling after that. Yeah. Yeah, so if you look at Vidal, his ADP is 33.4. I think that's like we can look up my exposures real quick, see where I'm at. So I've done 64 slates. It says 53. I had to hit refresh a couple times. It never updates. Usually got to do this about 10 times before it actually updates. There we go. So 28% Josh Allen, 28% ETN and HN, 21% of those guys of that group, right? The group we feel is really good. Then 17% at the field with Puka and JSN. At the field with a little over on Taylor, Stafford, and then like Trey McBride, I want to be above the field on, and I'm not. I probably have too much. Like Bijan 15.6. I wouldn't like. I actually have more CMC than I want. Like I need to like stop taking him even when he gets to the very end. But my CMC teams will be more unique than the average CMC teams because I've only taken him past pick 4. So at pick 4 or later, like when he was the clear 101 and only going at 101 before people were worried about weather, I took him once at the 104. Other than that, I've waited until 105 to take CMC. I have 1 share of Woody Marks, 1 share of Dowdle, 1 share of Gainwell, 1 share of Bucky. And then I'm kind of mixing in those. Wide receivers, these are all the ones that I've taken so far. I took Michael Pittman once, John Mechie once, Godwin I thought I had more of, Jefferson once. I have more Jordan Addison than Justin Jefferson. I kind of think Frosmer's game kind of lines up with Addison just as well as Jefferson. I think if their offense moves, it's a 50-50 on which one is the better play. And Jefferson gets drafted almost every draft, and Addison is drafted almost never. So I do want to continue to take Addison over Jefferson. Let's say it's a 60% Jefferson has the better game, 40% Addison, which is pretty close to what it was last year, if I remember right. Like I know Addison had a bunch of really, really big games. So that's just leverage in the 40%, right? But it's mega leverage in that 40% if it's the one that matters. Harrison, that's kind of where I want to be. I'm down on Wilson now. Like, I want less McMillan, Wilson. I actually like DK a lot this week. I've stopped myself from taking him more. Mooney at that feels fine. Like, these are the scrolls that I've been doing. All the quarterbacks, I've taken 10 different ones. I took Daniel Jones a single time. I've taken Cam Ward a single time. Stroud a few times. I actually really like Tua. I need to take a couple more shares. I thought I had more. But I'm basically Josh Allen over everything. There's just a look at my exposures. I need to get some more McBride. That's what I need. All right, so we're going to go and we're going to do Deposit Kingdom. We'll probably do all of these. These take a little longer to fill, so if somebody wants to join it with me, you are welcome. This contest, $10 entry, 900 entrants this week, 1,000 to first, 500 second, 350, 300, 275. It's very, very flat after the top two. Actually, after first, which I absolutely love, right? Like, if you get top 60 of the 900 entrants, you get your money back. And then if you get a second one in the money, you obviously make money. Min cash. That's interesting. 140 of them cash, double. And then 71 to 80 is only $2 more than min cash. That is very interesting. I don't hate it. Like, I don't hate that at all. Anybody have any leans for tomorrow? Just curious. Yeah, and Hartman, I just read that message. For some reason, the new X update, like, when people send a message, sometimes it actually updates, and other times you have to refresh or close the app down, bring it back up before you see message. This is an interesting take, Darkside. So I'm pretty in on the Jags dominating that game. But what I didn't realize until last night is, did you know that game opened up at only a 1.5? Like, it only is a 1.5 line. Like the Titans were getting 1.5, and it's like 6.5 now. Like, the betting public came in and absolutely smashed the Jags, right? Just absolutely smashed it. But the original line was 1.5. I seen that on a show yesterday, and that is very, very, very interesting. Spears is probably a guy that, if you were to do a mega volume on like drafters with the extra, with the two running backs and a flex, like, I could see, like, if you told me you took Spears in that, I wouldn't say you were crazy. We have Hartman at the 102. I do agree that the Jags are a fraud, but they do win. Liam Cohen is an awesome coach. He's just coaching a bunch of clowns, right? Like Liam Cohen was super happy because he had a quarterback. He had some pieces. They had a bunch of first-round talent on defense. And he got there, and I don't think he realized how much of a clown everyone on that team is. And you can see it in the sideline now, where he's just like, what are you doing? What are you guys doing? I mean, it's going to be very hard to talk negatively about Sanders after this week. Whether he's like, if he's good, it'll be fine, right? But if he's bad and the weather's really bad, it's going to be hard to like state any case. Like, he wasn't that bad last week. He didn't do anything to wow me, but he wasn't bad, right? Yeah, we're going to do the thing here. The clown is made, right? Yeah. So I was Achan 101 for a while, And I've actually switched it to JSN 101 just because I like the running backs you can get in the last round way, way more than JSN. But I also think Achane is the one player that can absolutely nuke the slate, right? I think JSN has a better chance to have the highest points on the slate, but I think Achane is the player on this slate that you look at the matchup, and you tell yourself, there's a way that he's 15 points ahead of everybody else, and it's a Jahmyr, like not necessarily as much as Jahmyr Gibbs was, but on this slate specifically with the weather in Cleveland, with the problems over there in Indy right now, like I think Achane's the one that you're like, if somebody absolutely nukes the slate, I think it would be Achane. So that's why I have the most exposure to Achane. But if I had one draft for $100, I think I take, like if I did a DeBomb, right? Like, and I'm going to do a couple fullback dives, I will have JSN as my 101 in the fullback dives. God, it's so ugly at this point. So we're going to take Breece. We're going to take Breece and Vidal, I think. And take a couple of ugly wide receivers. Yeah, we're taking Breece and we're taking Vidal. So this is how I feel about the Tootin scroll. I think you take 0 Tootin, and if you like Tootin, just go place a little bet on Tootin. Whatever line you like the absolute most, paired with Bashaw Tootin over, and just scale his yardage all the way to the max. Like, I think you just take 0 in the DFS, and then you just go slide the hell out of Tootin with whatever you think the safest line is out there. And you put $10 on it that pays for, like, you put $10, $15, $20 on it, whatever would pay for all of your entry fees for whatever you've done in DFS. Like for me, it'd be like a $20 with a scale, like a slide that's all the way up. Achane is very, very good. I mean, the best actual running back in football, I still think, is Jonathan Taylor. And I do think, I believe that he's the best actual running back. And I think Achane is probably second. But I do see an argument there. Like, in my eyes, it's Taylor. I'm not going to say somebody's crazy for thinking it's Achane. If you say it's Jaylen Warren, and Gibbs is the other one. Like, there's 3 guys that is the argument, and those are the 3. So I'm going to go against what I've been saying all week. And because this is a smaller field tournament, I am going to stack Shakir with Josh Allen. Somebody already took Metcalf? Somebody already took Metcalf. So I've been saying basically all week that you want to take I've been wanting to take Shakir on non-Josh Allen teams. Yeah, we're going to go with Olave and hope he plays. Jamie says, Dolphins score on 63% of goal line throws and only 30% on runs, boosting Achane receiving TD chances. Yeah, but he's got a few rushing touchdowns plus 10 yards, right? So my team, we got Josh Allen, Shakir, Trey McBride at tight end, Breece Hall, Vidal, and then Chris Olave. Might have to flex him out. I don't know what I'm going to do with my swaps yet. I haven't fully decided how I'm going to attack my swaps. I've not taken like any Brian Thomas Jr. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is put Brian Thomas Jr. as my top swap. If I end up having to do some swaps. And let's see what Hartman did. Achane, Jalen Warren, CJ Stroud to Nico, Kittle, Devontae Adams. Very solid. I'm fully fading George Kittle this week, but I'll take him if he's in the last round. I'm okay getting cooked. If I get cooked, I get cooked. I don't like I don't not like the matchup. I don't like the weather there. I don't like I respect the hell out of Cleveland. If George Kittle gets there, I don't see it being a 20-point game. I see it being like a 16, 17-point game. And that's not going to separate in a way that it would nuke me out of first place, but it's not going to nuke me out of all my cashes or anything, right? So I think that, and I think this is very likely. I like a lot of the tight ends this week. I could see about 10 different tight ends this week getting to 16 points. So I don't think that the ceiling that Kittle is going to bring this week is worth being drafted early. That's just my own take personally. Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I lose. That's how that works. We're doing another Deposit Kingdom. Anybody wants to jump in, go ahead. We're entering in a few seconds. Also, if you just popped in, hit the like. I would appreciate it. We're waiting on 4. I'm actually Tua. Sorry I missed that, Hartman. I like Tua quite a bit this week. If I get an early pick in this, I'm taking Achane, Waddle, Tua. That's what I'm going to do. That's where my big stand this week is. I kind of like, especially in the small field things, I think having Achane, Tua plus Waddle with Juwan Johnson or Taysom Hill bring back. In the small field, I'll probably go with Juwan. I've got the Taysom thing already. Yeah, I get it. Brock Purdy's back. Brock Purdy has a really good connection with Kittle. I understand all that stuff. I just don't see – I personally don't see him scoring 20-ish points. Tomorrow – supposed to have 21-mile-an-hour winds and snow. 55% chance to snow with 20-mile-an-hour winds, and that's steady winds. And it's been snowing for a couple days, right? So the field's going to be gross, which, that could lead to a defender falling down, a long touchdown. I just don't see that game being a high-scoring game is all. And I like to pick a lane somewhere. And that's the lane that I'm picking this week is I'm picking a lane that they're not going to do much. While we're doing that, I'll show you – where is it? Live picks. So I have this live for – I need Breece Hall, 22 receiving yards, $10 entry, pays me $100. If he gets 22.5 receiving tomorrow, I'm good. I posted this the other day. I think all of these numbers have moved. Brock Purdy under 200 yards passing. Christian McCaffrey under 68.5 yards rushing. Myles Garrett 1.5 sacks. That's where I'm at this week. And then I love Pat Bryant this week. I scaled his yards up to 34.5 for a 1.4. It's like a 1.5x or something for 35 yards on Pat Bryant. And then a little touchdown correlation in that game. That $10 on a flex on those 6 picks pays $800 or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was quite a bit. Let me look. It's in my Discord. I will look it up real quick. It's an 86.84x to hit so 86.84 if you flex that, and it's a 9 times. So your $10 wins $90. So you win 78 bucks or whatever. If it hits 5 of the 6. And then I think it was like you win $8 of your 10 back if it hit 4. Something like that. But that's the parlay that I cooked up earlier this week. I really like it. Like, oh shoot, I only have an hour. We're gonna cook up a pick'em here soon. Then we got an hour. We'll do a chat pick'em. The once I've done this draft. And this draft is filled. Tootin 74 rush. Yeah, see, that right there is exactly why I said you just take 0 in the dailies. Because if Tootin is what you need in the dailies, that right there, that's going to pay better, probably, right? Because you pair that with anything, you multiply that by 1.5x, right? That's like a 24x. So like whatever your favorite line is, plus that on $10 is $240 or something like that. Let me cook it up real quick in another screen. So champions, Tootin, yards, I'm on the clock. We get JSN. Nobody's in there unless Dream Tight's here or Game Tight. Game Tight was in the last draft. If you are, so that's a 38x. A $5 bet pays you $182. Like this right here is why you don't take any Tootin in the dailies. Like whatever, like let's say like CMC over receiving might be good. My favorite bet is actually CMC under on rushing. But like we'll cook up something for a long Bayshall Tootin odds. Like I kind of just like the we'll talk about it here in a minute. We are nearly on the clock. But yeah, that's how I play the Bayshall Tootin Reckon Me in dailies, right? You just cover yourself by doing that. I would love to get Devontae here or Nico or both. I will take both. I will absolutely take Jalen Waddle as well. I'm feeling like doing a 3 wide receiver build here. I don't know why. Okay. Maybe Game Tight is listening because he's like, nuh-uh, not on my watch. You ain't doing no 3 wide receiver build on me. This wide receiver slate is gross, guy. You don't get 3 of them. So we got JSN, we have Adams, we have Stafford. This gets me like, what was my exposure? My exposure to Genty, I think, was lower now. Let's look real quick. Oh wow, I actually kind of like Genty. I want a little more than that. So taking him in this would actually make some sense. Uh like I probably don't have any like Genty plus Judkins, right? Or Genty plus Jalen Warren. I've been seeing Kyron fall all the way back too. And if Kyron falls all the way back to me, I absolutely take it. And just assume Puka doesn't get the touchdowns. They score 5 touchdowns, and it's all Stafford, Kyron, and Devontae, right? That seems very plausible, right? Stafford 3 touchdowns, 2 of them to Adams, 1 of them to a tight end. Kyron 2 touchdowns. Like, we pretty much seen that before, you know? And it's the Panthers. So Genty goes. Kyron goes. Got it. So I think I want Juwan Johnson here. We'll take Vidal first. Yeah, the Taysom TD number isn't juicy enough for me. Like the Taysom TD number being only 1.23x to me screams that they kind of expect it. Pepper Tony's trying to be a millionaire tomorrow. Look at him. Look at him over here cooking. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just take Jalen Warren here. Yeah, we're going to take Jalen Warren. And then if he's there, we'll take him. If not, we'll go in this route. Like, I've seen George Kittle fall. Like, I've seen George Kittle go undrafted in these. And that's kind of where I'm at. Partially because I was in it. What's up, Bink? How we doing? We're about to cook up a pick'em with the crew. We have a 30% boost due to Feast Week, or I do. I don't know if anybody else still has that. So I mean, I don't fully disagree. Like, although I'm not taking him, I do think he should be taken in almost every draft, right? Like, it. Since we're talking about Taysom Hill, let's take some Taysom Hill. All right, so back to this tab. So let's build an actual pick'em real quick. So I personally don't want to touch any CMC anything this week. But if I do touch any, like, I know Darkside's been really good on his pick'ems. So I'm going to respect that. I wouldn't get there myself, but CMC higher receiving. What else do we want? Like, one of my favorite lines is well, let's just go game by game, right? Or not do that. So Achane touchdown. Achane touchdown is like very negative. I actually like Mechie too. The Mechie line, like, he's getting good coach speak. It's only 35. The problem is that the weather's supposed to be red state there too. I don't know if you've seen that, but the weather in that Jets game is definite rain. Like, I guess it's down to rain, but it shows better than it did earlier. So, but one of the weather guys was saying, like, it's like a horrible game script. So I do want to kind of avoid the passing game there just for that reason. What's up, Chad Candles? And if you stick around, Chad, I would love to do a goal line stand. If anybody wants to do a goal line stand. Yeah, like, I'm going, like, the same thing with the CMC thing. Like, if I'm going to bet the CMC one, I'm not going to also add the other weather game involved, right? So we'll cook up this pick'em first. So let's look at McBride receiving. $68. Stafford under 1 interception is actually pretty sharp. So do we like McBride touchdown 1.04 better, or the receiving 68? Hey, it's all good. We're going to cook a pick'em or two. You probably have some time. And they take a while to fill anyway. So interceptions, if I can find it. Lower. It's a negative multiplier. I don't love that, but so McBride. All right, we have 1 vote for McBride touchdown and 1 vote for McBride receiving yards. Where's everybody else? I've already got like 3 bets of McBride touchdown, so I wouldn't personally mind going with the yards on this one. I think it's a very solid chance that they both hit. Like, the yards have hit the last 3 weeks. Both of them have hit 3 or 4 week. McBride receptions, he's been 9, 10, 9. Let's scale up his receptions. I think I like that the most. No. Okay. It's being really weird. There we go. Why did it do that? Like, I think I like scaling that up, getting the multiplier. He's hit that all of the last 3 weeks. And I do believe that will be definitely a back and forth game. It's a little 3x or a 3 box. Do we want to add anything else, or do we like this? Like, a $5 bet pays 25. I'll put 10 on it. I'm going to cook up something now with the profit boost. My favorite line this week is Pat Bryant, 21 receiving yards. What's that weather going to be like, though? Yeah, it's no rain, no nothing. To me, that's pretty free. Like if we look at what he's done, 82, 43, 20, and 40. So out of the last 4 games, he's only missed that once, and it was by a yard. So I feel pretty good about that. And it gives us like a pick'em that we get to see red X's while we're watching the night game. It'll be a good time. It's a good time to see 3 red X's and 1 to go. You know, are we gonna clean sweep? So I like that line. I don't mind the Achane touchdown call. Yeah. So I've already bet the Achane touchdown, by the way. I do that. I do my touchdown bets usually on DK. It's a little easier to I have a 7-leg touchdown parlay. It's a $5 bet that pays $1,000. That I did the other day. Yeah, I've already bet it over there for sure. Tyjae Spears' longest reception. I love that call. I don't like the scaling. Okay. Because I looked at it, it doesn't like it. And then, I actually love all the unders here. This is my favorite bet on the slate probably, but I've already made it a couple times. The rush attempts on Judkins actually feel pretty okay. I've not went there yet though. What do you guys think of this one? This one is very interesting to me. Chris Godwin. Did they remove his yards? 28 receiving yards. I guess he's not hit that all season. Oh, yeah, Herbert rushing. I love taking Herbert rushing stats. Because anytime the mobile quarterback's longest rush is under a first down, it's usually a pretty good bet. I like that. With it being at 9.5, that feels really good. Let's look at other things real quick. I think they're going to run all over it. I think it's going to be Rodgers 1 touchdown, Jaylen Warren and Kenneth Gainwell each a touchdown, and probably Rodgers 2 touchdowns, each running back a touchdown, something like that. Over first quarter reception, I actually like that as well. Where is that game? Yeah, because with Baker being hurt, I could definitely see them. I've already bet his yards. The first quarter reception is interesting. Yeah, let's do this. Actually, I'm going to, on my 30% boost, I'm going to just use this. I'm going to make a little bit bigger of a bet. And I'm going to do the $20 on this 3-pack with the 30% boost. So yeah, so what we took was Tajay Spears, longest reception, 11.5. Herbert, longest rush, 9.5. And Pat Bryant, 21.5. Double up Herbert rushing. Yeah, like I'm fine doing another pick'em right now and taking Herbert on just the flat rushing yards. He's hit that all but like 3 weeks this year, right? And it's been the last 2, but his offensive line's been really bad. But those weeks he did hit that longest rush. This is the one we're going to do the toot and slide. Let's do that first. I'm in on this. Let's take Bashaw Tootin to the max and then take like 1 or 2 bets that we think are the safest. So we're scaling that all the way up. And by the way, when I scale something like this up, I flex it every time, because if you're going to scale it up that high, like it makes your flex pay out really good. Because even if the other 2 legs hit and the other one doesn't, like you make reasonable money still. So Trey McBride touchdown was thrown out. The receiving yards was thrown out. We're going to find out tomorrow. I think it's going to kind of start clicking. I think Liam Cohen is kind of figuring out how, like, what Trevor Lawrence can't do. What's Davante Adams touchdown at? Negative. Adams negative on touchdown. What's his yards? I don't like his yards. I was hoping to get close to even money on that. Jalen Waddle touchdown feels pretty good, right? Do we like Jalen Waddle touchdown at 1.06x? I think I like Jalen Waddle touchdown at 1.06. The JSN's lines at like 100, by the way. But for me, like this is my favorite bet on the slate. You don't have to tell the CMC lower rushing yards. But like he's hit it the last 2 weeks. I guess he's actually hit it 3 times recently. But I don't care about that. It's Cleveland. It's bad weather. I think that if he gets there, it's definitely going to be in the receiving game, not in the running game. I'm fine losing if that's what it is. So we could just take another crazy stance here, right? Like, I like Chimere DK this week. Where is he at? Is he not there? All right. No yards, huh? They've removed his yards. He's got 5.5 targets. That's interesting. Yeah, let's look at Gunnar Hill. There's 27. I think I like that one too, right? Yeah, I really like that one. I mean, even if Chig does play, he gets targeted, right? He's hit that the last 2 weeks, either way. That's one to like note in the morning. I do kind of like it, but oh yeah, Malik Washington's receiving is like 27 yards or something, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'd seen that earlier because I took him in a 12-man draft. So what's something you guys like? Like, I don't mind this, but like, what's the thing that you guys like to scale up? Like, if we're gonna scale something way up, so I'm gonna actually send this just $5. $5 on this pays 351, and if you flex it, $5 pays 175. And if you just get CMC plus Malik Washington, you turn $5 into an 11x. That's why, like, when you do a massive scale like that, you always flex it. If you want to run it back, like sometimes I'll flex it for like let's say I'm going to spend $15 on it. I'll flex it for 10 and then run it unflexed for 5. Because like you see how crazy that is, right? Like $5 paid 380, but if you just get, it's basically taking a 2x pick'em. That's usually a 3x. So that's usually that $5 on those other two would pay $15. But because we paired up with the Tootin, it pays $58. So like I thought DK was a scale up guy. But we don't get that option. What is AJ Barner at? 30 receiving yards. Yeah, Achane total yards maybe. My favorite, like another, I actually like scaling up Pat Bryant's yards a little bit. So 34 yards is 1.3. But like that's not like something that's like you could, I don't really see Pat Bryant getting 90 yards again, right? But like you could easily see Tootin. Greg Dortch is basically dead because Marvin Harrison is for sure in. Look at this. We just unlocked another tier. We unlocked another tier of Bashal Tootin, fam. We're running this back. I will go with what Hartman wanted earlier. I like the Trey McBride touchdown. We leveled up. Yeah. And then we used the one that I really liked. And then Malik. Did we use Malik in that last one or not? I think I pulled it, right? Let me go look on my other screen. Because we used Pat Bryant. Yeah, it was McCaffrey under. No, we did use Malik receiving yards on that. So we will not use Malik here. He's at 50. I like Ladd a lot. Ladd's at 54. I like that quite a bit. Why is it just showing them? Okay. Actually, what's Nico's? Nico has a history of absolutely dominating the Colts with well, $5 pays what? So look at this. A $5 bet on this insanity. If you hit 2 of them, you get 183 bucks. If you hit 3 of them, it pays you 500. Do you guys like the scale up of Nico or not? Yeah, it is kind of weird. The Colts are supposed to be missing some defensive linemen, which to me means that there's a better chance that Stroud doesn't lose the game. So I do kind of like that. Are we in on tearing up Nico Collins or not? Let me know. I have a hard personally, I have a hard time scaling up Shakir ever. Like I can't get over the he's just a pure floor play thing. I know he's hit like 90 yards a couple times this year, but like I kind of like Brenton Strange yards as well. What's up, Thomas? How we doing? But I don't like it with this. Is that a thing that's going on right now? Yeah, I think I like Nico here, right? I think if we're going to scale somebody up, I think it's Nico Collins. And we don't even really have to scale it up that much. If we just go to 90, we don't have to, but I like the Trey McBride touchdown. Let's everybody was in on this, right? Everybody liked this. I mean, that's a cool Trey McBride plus Devon Achane touchdown is a 7.6x, right? I think this is what we go with. Like, do we want the yards or the touchdown for McBride? Like, let's go with the yards, right? Do we want to go with the yards or the touchdown? What does everybody want? Everybody in the chat type yards, touchdown. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to put it in 15. It's like a pretty big hit. We could even go chalk, right? Like, who's like the most likely person other than Achane to get a touchdown tomorrow? Probably. I know they'll probably Sats will say JT but I don't like JT as much tomorrow. I kind of like McBride over. So McBride, do we want yards or touchdown? James Cook is probably a good call. We don't have a That's an interesting line too. We don't have a touchdown number on James Cook. No touchdown number on CMC either. Where in the hell did McBride go? All right, I'm just going to go back to McBride, hit the touchdown, put the 15 in, flex it. $15 for Devon Achane plus Trey McBride touchdown wins you 200 and something dollars. It probably is, but we didn't have access to it. Yeah, we can't do it. All right, so I'm going to look. We're going to go into goal line stand. If you're still here, Chad, we're going to sit around and wait, see if this fills. It's +5. Get you a little preparation for tomorrow or for next week if you are able to get to bed or get your kids to bed. I mean, there's a legit chance that the Tootin over 79 hits, right? There's a world where the Tootin over 79 hits and the Achane touchdown misses and the McBride touchdown hits, and we still get that, right? Because all you need is any two of those to hit. And it's what was it? It was over 200. So it's like a 13-14x on just a 2x multiplier, right? So underdog gives you like a 3x multiplier on that, correct? But if you add that one in and then flex it, you just get free EV. Yeah. So we're waiting on 2. We got a couple people in here just waiting on 2 for a goal line stand. After this 12-man, I'm probably going to chill, hang out for the rest of the night. I still need to do, I might do my last couple. What's the engage at right now? I hope this doesn't fill tonight. I want to max this in the morning. I do want to do a fullback dive in the morning too. I've maxed this. I'll do this after the stream. I've done. Did the Wildcat fill? Look at that. The Wildcat filled. I feel pretty good. Like, I wanted to get 40 to 50 entries in. That's what I got. So look at this. We got the 104. I've done 5 of these now. This is probably the last one I'm going to do. I got the 101 twice. So do we have... Okay, Crutches is here. So, game tight here. Achane's going at the 101. Achane went at the 101 the 2 times I had the 101. I'll tell you that. In the 12-mans, I prefer Achane at the 101. I think in the 6-mans, I prefer JSN at the 101. I kind of like... In the 6-mans, I like the depth of running back more, and in the 12 mans, I like the depth at wide receiver more. Yeah, we'll go Puka. We'll take some Puka. Like, there will be 2 running backs I like on the way back around. There's about 13, 14 running backs I like. I mean, McBride is a very good pick. I will admit that. Let me see if I can get into DraftKings Sportsbook on my PC. Sometimes I have problems with it. You guys can tell me how silly my ticket is that I made. My touchdown ticket. Okay. So here it is. We found it. It's a $5 to pay $953. If anybody wants it, I can send it to my Discord if you want to tail. Travis Etienne, Kyron Williams, Trey McBride, Achane, JSN, McConkey, who's plus 220, and then Jaylen Warren. That is $5 into $900. McConkey's the only one that feels like a little bit of a stretch. I will probably make a smaller version of that, like the silly TD tickets are the ones you don't make. The silly TD tickets are the ones that I have fun with. You leave me alone. You let me have fun, Jamie. Like, I'm going to make one just for you. We're going to make a 6-leg 2 TD first touchdown parlay, a $1 bet that pays $3 million. You ready? Talk about not doing silly stuff. We'll be dead before we wake up in the morning. Before we even hit enter on the $1. It's $1.50 for me because I got to pay 50 cents because I live in Illinois. Go Illinois. Shedeur Sanders first touchdown. Who else? Brock Wright first touchdown. I know he doesn't play till next week. So like that way we could look at the red X's for like 7 more days, right? We get a look at the red X's for 7 more days. Shedeur Sanders, and then all touchdowns for next week. That way we get a look at it the whole week. Look at this bad decision you made a week ago. Look at this. Just look at it. Look at how bad it is. Look at. Yeah, there you go. That's how you do it. That right there. I don't even think you get touchdown props for next week yet on DK. I'm not sure. I've never looked. I just assume it's not there. We're going to not take Dowdle because I assume that'll be highly correlated. We'll take Jaylen Warren. One of the two Pittsburgh backs will probably get there. So all right, so Sportsbook. First touchdown, Colby Parkinson, plus 1,100. Who's with me? No, Josh Allen was not available. I almost took Josh Allen here. I think there's a very, very strong case to take Josh Allen at the 104 this week. Like even in the other, if you couldn't just get him in the second round reasonably often, I would. No, I was joking. He'll get. Never mind. You're probably joking too. Let me retract my statement. So let's go. Do we want to go with McMillan here? We have a theme in this draft. And the theme in this draft is we're going to ride with this for fun. I'm just having a good time tonight. Do not do this. Do not try this at home. There's probably better running backs to take than him whenever I come back around. Like, if Charbonnet's there, I'm taking Charbonnet. Aaron Jones would be a fantastic pick as well. I actually don't hate the Tyjae Spears call. And he's completely undrafted. Like, I could just take him in the very last round. So looking at this board, Devin Neal at 30 feels like it's not a bad pick, but it can't feel good, right? All right, so back over here. First touchdown Rams game. Devontae Adams, right? Like, we know what's happening. We'll just click that. Texans game. It's Nico, right? First touchdown, Nico. We're already at 54x. Let's go. Who's with me? What can go wrong? What could go wrong, guys? Tennessee, Jacksonville. First touchdown. Tootin at 800. Kind of wild. Chimere DK. There you go. A 3-pick parlay. $1 gets you $882. I'm not recommending to do that. We're just looking at numbers for fun. That $1 bet pays $882. That is Carson Steele on a Gator. That is absolutely Carson Steele on a Gator, sir. How we doing? You missed it. I was doing one of these for fun. I don't want to do this is my fourth one. I done a $5 playbook too. I don't want to do too many of the 12 mans. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the Carson Steele on a Gator. I enjoy the Carson Steele on a Gator. I've had that in my library for a long time. I found that last year in preseason. What quarterbacks are left? Oh, of Fabio, of Carson Steele's Fabio hair. Yeah, it's pretty epic. It's pretty epic. I love it. So do we want to hit up Aaron Jones here? I think so. I think we just take Aaron Jones. So we got Puka, we have Warren, we have McMillan, we have Aaron Jones. Like, probably take a tight end next. I highly, highly, highly doubt anybody wants Bryce Young, including me. But I think we could do... I think we just take a naked quarterback here, right? Like... I mean, think of all the leverage down here. Is CJ Stroud chalk? Is that what you're saying? I like AJ Barner. We're gonna do AJ Barner there. You drafted some Aaron Rodgers in this. I think Aaron Rodgers in this is actually a pretty fine play, honestly. Like, I'll probably take Bryce Young on this team. I'm not saying I like it, but I will have 0 Bryce Young on the other slates, right? So what do you guys think? Do you think Devontae Adams first touchdown, Nico Collins first touchdown, and Chimere DK first touchdown? $1 pays $800. I'm sending it. I did that. That's for you, Jamie. I'm not recommending to follow that. That was for fun. That was for the memes. When it hits, I'll just laugh. Like, if that hits, I'm just going to laugh. Nothing else. It'll just be laughs. More like chuckles. Well, I really liked the DK play until everyone started jamming Cam Ward. Right? Like, I've heard a lot of people. Jamie told me not to do it, and now he's like, "Man, that's the most fun $1 I've ever spent." I'm assuming he tailed. It's like, don't do it. Touchdown bets. Those parlays are bad. It's like, oh wait, $1? I'm in. I didn't recommend to follow. Just when you lose that dollar, it wasn't my fault. Because you're gonna lose that dollar. Like, yeah, I was thinking DK would be like a sneaky play. It's kind of feeling like he's gonna log in at like 15 to 17% exposure whenever the cards flip tomorrow. And I'm not into it as much there. On Underdog, where he's a scroll and you're going to flip over the cards and he's going to be like 5% owned, I don't hate it as much. Yeah, $1 can't. No, it can't. Not even a cheap cup of coffee. So are you... by the way, I keep hearing that it's Max Brosmer chalk. Like, it's Max Brosmer, Cam Ward. That's what I keep hearing everybody talk about. Max Brosmer, Cam Ward. Max Brosmer, Cam Ward. All over the place. I don't get it. I get that Brosmer is cheap. He saves you money, all that stuff. But, like, I like Metcalf, Shakir without Rodgers and Allen, right? Like, I think that's pretty. Like, I like playing Josh Allen in underdog stuff without Shakir and with a running back. And I like playing Metcalf Shakir together without Josh Allen. I just think that those combinations are going to be much, much less owned. So we end up with Bryce Young to Tet, Puka Bringback, Jalen Warren, Aaron Jones, and we pulled up AJ Barner. I like AJ Barner. Not a bad team. I pulled up AJ Barner. I liked him quite a bit. I like him more than Pitts this week. All or nothing, baby. Whenever you have a conviction, you have a conviction, and I'm here for it. If you're gonna do a semi-limited number, and like 35 is like that's about the right amount to just, hey, I want a big stand. I'm in on Trevor Lawrence and all of his permutations. I'm gonna make this $150 bet on Trevor Lawrence, but I'm gonna spread it out across 27 teams, and try to turn it into a 30K parlay. Like, I do not dislike that. Whoops. Give me a second. I accidentally did the wrong thing there. So we're going to go ahead and do my last Deposit Kingdom. We're entering right now. We need to. But yeah, I agree with that. So let me know, Jamie, did you follow or did you not? Whenever it comes to degenerate gambling, like, I know how to make big numbers in a way that feels attainable, but it's not really attainable. Yeah, so waiting on one. Yeah, I figured you would. I knew. So the only reason I went to do that is because I knew I could make somebody tail. I'm not recommending anybody tail, but I knew I could make somebody tail. And when Chimere DK has an opening, like a red zone opening kickoff return for a touchdown, you're going to be super, super excited. And then it's going to fail miserably. That's how it's going to play out too. We're going to get the long shot, the Chimere DK kickoff return touchdown. And then the other two legs, the Nico Collins and the Achane leg, are going to fail. I believe that's what it was. I don't even remember what it was. I'll review all of them tomorrow morning and make a mental note. And tomorrow morning, I will also do a, like, if you're in my Discord, and let me get my Discord link. So if you're not in my Discord, Big King, there's the Discord link. Go there. Download Discord. Go to that. Join it. We talk ball in there. I made a new section for weekly DFS. I made a specific section to talk about what nobody's talked in it yet, but I put a section in there to talk specifically on salary-based games. I do a few lineups every week. It would be fun to have people in there talking about it. And I assume you will enjoy. You and Gamblestein love talking about that. So you guys can yell at each other for a while, and then I'll pop in and tell you kids to calm down. Calm down, kids. I mean, so as of right now, my Discord is very tame. It's just people who love ball. Like, it's whenever you get, like, basically any Discord that's massive, I don't like. I don't listen to the ones that have like 700 people talking. Uh, those always tend to get toxic. It's a nice little community over here, so for now, we got and we always talk live during the game. We're gonna go with Jalen Waddle here. Except for that goose guy. Am I lost? I think I'm lost. Who's the goose guy? Uh, um, oh, Aaron Sandy. Are you talking about Aaron Sandy? The guy who posts the hunting pictures? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you... Okay. Oh. I'm tired. I'm tired. Yeah. I should probably go to bed. I should probably. That's like the classic joke I make about myself, and I totally missed it. Like that is absolutely my humor. And I'm just completely over here no selling it. Like, yeah, it is time to stop streaming after this draft and to rest a little bit. So Coolers, let me know. Has Kyron Williams been just dropping like a rock in all of your drafts too? He falls in like almost every draft I do now. And basically since like noon today, Kyron Williams for some reason just falls and falls and falls. Ugh. I got him at like pick 26 in a draft. Like I passed him over here and he came all the way back. Like I think I was here. I think I got him at 29. Oh, wait. What am I doing? We taking Juwan, maybe? Yeah, we're taking Juwan. This is going to be a Tua team. I hope. I mean, this is a fact. Yeah, I have a decent amount of Kyron too. Like we went over my exposures a little bit ago. I have 14.1% Kyron before tonight, which is a decent amount, right? I have 28% ETN and HN, slightly over on Jonathan Taylor, and everyone else I'm like 15. I'm like 15 to 10% on Breece Hall, Bijan, Kyron, James Cook, Vidal, Judkins. And then I'm 10 to 8% on McCaffrey, or 10 to, 7%. McCaffrey, Genty, Warren, and Kenneth Walker. Then I have like 1 or 2 shares of Woody Marks, Dowdle, Gainwell, and I took 1 share of Bucky Irving. I took one share of Bucky Irving when they said he was going to play before they said he would be on limited snap count. And then the next day they said they'll do hot hand. Or they didn't say limited snap. They said it'll be a lot like Chris Godwin. I'm just going to assume that's the way that is. All right. So for the last draft of the night, we got Tua to Waddle. We have the bring back of Jawan Johnson, Travis Etienne, Ashton Genty, JSN. This is, I might have this team somewhere else, but this is for the Deposit Kingdom. I don't know. I hope not. It's Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren's the one that's sick. Under the weather, iffy for week 13. Tyler Warren, not Jalen Warren. And he has to play against Houston's D, all that stuff. Like, I've been clicking some Tyler Warren in the last round. He falls to the last round reasonably often now. So, anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming out. If you're watching this afterwards, I know it was a long, long time ago. Let me know which one of the songs you preferred. Bink, you got here late. If you guys want, I could just play the two songs again before I log out. Or you could scroll back. I think it was somewhere around 10 minutes where the two songs were. Jamie made them. I think they were both great. I like the second one slightly better. Everyone else liked the first one better, which I totally get. They were both awesome. But if nobody says anything, I'm just going to hop out, and you can run over there or scroll the video back and watch. And if you're watching later, put in the comments which one you liked more. All right, everybody. I'm headed out. I'll see everybody in the Discord in the morning. Peace. Have a good night. Good luck tomorrow. Bashaw Tootin'. 80 yards. Let's make a bunch of money on a stupid bet. We got this.